8 days ago, I upgraded a brand new FC25 account. The best player I had was 77 rated Mwendo. After spending 20 hours on the account, I finished with a 91 rated team, including players like 93 DeMarco, 91 Rooney, and multiple more icons. But it seems you all wanted me to carry on upgrading this account as a series. So today, I'm going to spend 3 days upgrading this account to see what the best team we can make is and how well we can do in Ultimate Team. For cheap, fast, and reliable FC25 coins, use the code MATTHD at MMOEXP.com for 8% off your order. You can even buy packs and players too. The link is down below. Now, for the final squad, I want to have at least 5 icons in the starting team. I want to pack at least 15 Dream Chasers in this time frame, and I must have an icon 94 rated or higher in the final 11. Let's start the 3-day road to glory and see what I can do in FC25. Welcome to the RTG, where we are carrying on my previously made squad, where I spent 20 hours building that team there, guys, with the likes of Wayne Rooney, Rodrigo. However, 3 days, literally in a row, getting this account massively upgraded. What can I get done for you guys watching? Well, as you can see, we start off here with our previous achievement there of finishing in Division 4. I did start obviously in Division 10. Now, on one of the first player picks here from Rivals Rewards, I get insane pack luck, getting Nuno Mendes left back. This guy is an absolute joke in Ultimate Team. I think he's one of the most exciting new defensive cards in the entire game, and let me tell you this, man, he is so meta as well. Now, another pack I was able to lock there from grinding Ultimate Team was the 81 plus 20, and we actually get lucky there getting an inform or two in the very same pack. But there he is, Rivals Rewards straight away paying off on this RTG. And I was quite shocked to read the comments how many of you guys wanted me to actually go and carry on this road to glory, and we can still do this throughout the year. If you want me to carry on this one again, as always, let me know. But normally we do 3, 4 maybe RTGs per week. But if you want me to carry on, keep on going with this, see what we can actually do, but while still maintaining these short road to glories, then I think it might be the best of both worlds. We can do it for every single promo as well. Anyway, next pack, I was able to get Griezmann and Bruno Fernandes in the exact same pack. That really was a really lovely pack. I get a very rare base hero in, I think that was a rare Electrum pack or premium Electrum. So incredibly rare pack pull that I did not expect. But 3 days though, compared to 20 hours, it's going to be a big difference. So I'm expecting big things from this RTG. Now, obviously, the last episode was mainly a menu grind. I will be still playing champs here, but as you guys might have seen, the streams have been less this week, as me and my family, unfortunately, guys, did get, I think it was COVID for like a week, so been on and off. So you will see very, very rushed champ speed run throughout this, but the main grind of this content, guys, will definitely be the menus again. I love doing menu grind, and I think we're probably coming up to menu season, so hopefully we can get those crazy 85 plus 10 RTG soon. That won't be too long away, and even more. Now, Grimaldo was packed there, guys, in this one. We're able to get him. Not a very good pack pull, the least amount of rating for a walkout needed there being 86, but he is the player that we went and got. We also got a few more there. Now, obviously, with so many objectives coming out as of late, I was able to go and get an 84 plus player pick. Now, the last time we opened one of these on this RTG was actually Nuno Mendes Dream Chaser, and we go and get the most controversial player in football right now, Trent. And as I'm filming this right now, as obviously, we're post-rating this, we are about to play Everton. I would assume he is about to get so heavily booed. It's crazy. I mean, hopefully there'll be some cheers as well. Obviously, like, I love Trent, but I don't know. I'm also a bit torn on the whole situation. What do you guys think about Trent leaving? Comment down below. Now, maybe a bigger question to the Ultimate Team. What do you make of Dream Chasers? I feel like this promo had a lot of promise, yet hasn't really delivered. With Immortals coming up, if you didn't know, there's a mad promo releasing on Friday with only icons and heroes. So that's always, you know, a bit more exciting. FUT Champs rewards becomes far more superior to the previous week when you got rewards like that. So hopefully we're going to get some really fun content. However, as you guys can see here, I was able to go and complete the the cup here. So I was able to get a few more objectives as well along the way. And in general, this was a very hard grind. Now, the one thing I'll say about Dream Chase is, now I believe this is my second RTG during this promo, is that compared to FUT Birthday, wow, the pack weight is astronomically different. It really is. Now, I will say as well that, you know, every single promo can't be, you know, just filled with or, you know, blessed with amazing pack luck, but I expected Dream Chasers to really pay off a bit more with pack luck. Now, that's not saying, though, you won't see some amazing pack pulls, because you will. But in terms of in general, I kind of thought we might get a bit better pack luck. Compared to FUT Birthday especially, the difference has been mad. Now, Chris Hummels here, guys. I thought, you know what? You guys have always loved when we get Hummels in a pack. And for good reason, I once did say Chris Hummels on purpose. Like, didn't mean it. But it's kind of stuck since. So I thought, why not have a road to glory first here, where we actually go and evolve Chris Hummels here to greatness. And when I say greatness, I really do mean a high rating, because this guy is actually really good in game. Now, the next player pick, though, was unlocked there from objectives, and it was, of course, the Premier League player pick. Now, with that being said, I did unlock so many player picks on this account, and it's cool being able to continuously go and do this RTG as more of a series compared to how you do the normal, you know, the short ones. I love doing short ones, but I think it's cool mix to have one maybe long running one, but we can still do a time theme with it, but at the same time start upgrading your accounts. And you guys are always asking for upgrades, so do let me know as always in the comments if you want one. Now then, the next player pick was actually going to be an 85 plus player pick. That was Cole Palmer as one of the best choices. However, I get very lucky there getting Alexi Putellas. She won't start on the team now. Like, we are in April, of course. Not really many gold cards now, are there, guys, that will actually start for your account. However, it's a great card to go and get. Now, also a cool one there was 91 Kubo. He gets into the team. Phil Foden, who I saw the overlap this morning on who or Sky Sports YouTube channel, right? And the debate about Phil Foden, guys. I do think we forget how great he is, but I also agree he hasn't really shown up for England, has he? Speaking of England, there you go. He hasn't really shown up enough for England, so I get why he doesn't always start. I really do. Wonderful player, but it feels like he just isn't utilized correctly, or maybe hasn't shown up enough. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys, about Phil Foden. Anyway, Reece James, though, scored a banging free kick for England in, I think it was Tuchel's first or second game. However, we then get lucky again with a cheeky Frankie de Jong. Now, this is why I absolutely adore doing these, you know, fast-paced road to glories, because you do start to see some really good pack luck, and it does show that, like, with these new accounts, maybe that's what pulls you in to play more and more of this game. Is it literally because of so many new accounts being created this time of year? Yeah, like, you know what, let's give these people, or wherever they are around the world, like, some incredible pack luck. Let's keep them on the game, especially during footy season. Do not forget, footy season, guys, will be soon in, I believe, late July. When we get those repeatable 85 plus 10s, when you do see that how to make unlimited 85 plus 10 video drop on my channel, stay tuned for the road to glories, because they are absolutely the best in terms of, I guess, well, your guys' enjoyment, hopefully, and also pack luck. The teams we can build at that time of year is a madness. However, it's only April, and team of the season hasn't even started yet, so we are really creating our own content round here today. Now, the amount of informs I was getting here was kind of ridiculous, so this really helps out in a massive, huge way on these road to glories when we get informs, because the last few RTGs I found it so difficult to actually go and get a cheeky inform. Like, it's actually been so hard. So the fact that we're doing it right now, where they're helping every day with icon SBCs, they're helping every day with the fodder upgrade packs, it really is helping out in such a big way. Now, hopefully the pack luck though can continue to happen, and as long as we keep getting walkouts, honestly, I'm actually normally okay with that. And I was speaking about Dream Chasers not paying off with pack luck, but as you can see, I'm actually getting a lot of these 89 or 88 rated promos. Now, that's what I will say next though, for sure. I really do think EA needs to cut out these like 88, maybe even like 90 or below promo cards. I want promo players to be rarer in a way where you get more excited for when you pack them, and also more exciting in the way that you're not going to get, you know, a bad player that you don't want, right? You really not. However, next pack, and it's a player that I recommend you start doing this more and more. If you've got spare fodder, guys, honestly, go and try and complete those like 90 rated fodder SBCs that you're never going to use. You can even do the same thing for evolutions. A lot of you guys might not ever use Evos in general. I know a lot of you might not. I know a lot of you do. But at the same time, if you're trying to complete a Root Hullet SBC, guess what? You can use those big fodder cards towards Hullet. However, first icon player pick here, guys. On the first day on this new account, after we grinded this account for the last 20 hours, I go and get an icon player pick, and it is unfortunately Wayne Rooney again. I cannot stress how often I pack this guy. It is honestly far too often for my liking. I get him so many times, and in these icon player picks, we all know how risky they are, and it shows right there and then why a lot of you guys don't really like these icon player picks. As fun as I find them, you might not like them, and for good reason. I bet some of you guys might have got like 3 of the same icon in a row in 3 different player picks. We've all been there. Anyway, 84 plus player pick really did not pay off there. However, I was able to do finals. However, as I said before, guys, I was very ill this week and had to get these games won very quickly. I actually ran out of time, so I got to 8 wins, had about 3 or 4 games left. Had a chance at probably like 11 wins, and then yeah, I couldn't finish, so was unfortunate. However, the menu grind is still the main theme. Now, as you guys can see, the player picks did pay off there with a 88 rated Edison. However, informs for me now are definitely the priority, so hopefully these finals rewards can be nice, and also the objective player picks here as well. So Lavelle 87 on this one, Ilkay Gundogan on the next player pick as well. I go with Gundogan there, as he'll work in the new SBCs that are coming out. And even more player picks here, guys, were to be had. So very nice player picks that we are getting. And it's got to be said, over a 3-day period here, the amount of player picks was quite simply crazy. 84 plus 5s. Again, we get a lucky, cheeky inform, which will really help out in the long term. Like, you kind of start to forget as well, you know, how many informs you get over a week. You know, you do need those informs every single day. You don't want to have to go and complete that annoying team of the week upgrade SBC. It's very annoying, and I think we can all agree we don't want to have to do it often. So it's always great when you can go, you know, and get these cheeky informs. However, 89 Donnarumma has been attained in the club, guys, as has 91 Kubo. So we're getting more and more high-rated fodder here like never before on this account, and it's cool to see all this big fodder start to get in the club. Now, don't forget, there are some really great, exciting new SBCs added to the game. Now, these are the kind of SBCs that I can really get behind. For example, Gerd Muller 94 is a big goal of mine on this RTG. No, this is not one of the main goals, but I really do think it's time to complete a massive player SBC that we can fully get into the final 11. Imagine if I'm able to get a 94 rated player for free without spending a dime on this game. It would be sensational, wouldn't it? And someone as that clinical as Muller in this final squad would be unreal. Anyway, we go and get some more players there for the account. So Radetzky there from, I believe, is that Leverkusen? And I've also got Gavi from La Liga there. So we've got 2 more Dream Chaser guarantee packs. And this one was from Objectives, as you can see. Right wing, that's going to be 91 Kubo for the 3rd time on this account. There is something, guys, with this account in terms of packing these 91 or above players. I really do now believe that brand new accounts actually mean something. Does it mean better pack look? I think it might do. I'm just saying. Compared to my main account, guys, this is far different. Now, as you can see, another cheeky UEFA Dream Chaser guaranteed pack, but as you can see there, guys, like, what even is this? Cheers, the orange juice, by the way. But what even was that pack look? Kubo and then Haraldson. I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, some of the look on this account's been crazy. But then you get packs like that when you expect something great, and you get 2 L's in a row, really. Anyway, 92 Correa is now in the account. So with all that fodder that I had left over there, guys, I was able to go and get Angel Correa. Let me just tell you something. That Correa card is, what's the word? Superior to most cheap SBC cards I've used. He's outstanding. If you guys have not gone and completed Angel Correa from Atletico Madrid, please go and do so right now. That guy is the real deal. We are going to release a brand new top 10 meta players in every position. I'm going to start doing that more and more, you know, meta content. And we did it, I think, last month, went down really well. And I think it's time to now. I think at least once a month is good, or every few weeks, because there's so many new cards coming out, so many new promo players coming out. Angel Correa as a cheap option is unreal. And I do say cheap, he actually is cheap to do. If you compare him with someone like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you are laughing. Those two can finish for days. I've had so many toxic messages saying, please stop using this card. He's too good. Stop speed boosting with Correa. He's way too quick in game. Like, you won't believe how angry people are getting from using a card like Angel Correa. I'm not joking, guys. Unreal card. However, the show must go on, though, with this pack look, and it does. We go and get an inform Magnan for our team. So don't forget, we started with a 20-hour grind in this account. Now this one right now you're watching is 3 days in length. So I'm really, really hoping the improvements can be had here in a very, very big way. However, of course, we go and get Trent, who's leaving for Real Madrid. It's a bit like the Coutinho situation to Barca, in terms of every time that was announced, or every time, you know, I opened a pack, I would then go get Coutinho in FIFA. Would have been FIFA 16, maybe FIFA 18. Can't remember when it was. Maybe FIFA 16. Anyway, lovely packs do continue, and the look in terms of, you know, walkouts on this account, guys, is real. This is a very, very, you know, I would argue rigged account when it comes to fodder players appearing in so many of these different packs. And also, as you saw there, another inform, back-to-back informs again. So every day now, and maybe for like the next 3 or 4 days in a row on this account, as you can see it, guys, it is sorted in terms of the daily upgrade SBC of like an 83 plus 10, 84 plus 5, whatever EA do. I am so chuffed with the amount of informs I'm currently packing. It really, really is kind of crazy. Now, 7 plus 3s kept on opening, and we go and get another CDM, who is going to be Granit Xhaka, who I believe I just saw argue with a fellow Leverkusen fan in the crowd. Of course, Granit went and did that. And as you can see, we go and get a few other bonus cards. And the amount of packs, though, I was able to get from purely a menu grind, from grinding rivals, grinding evos, while grinding all of this at the same time at like 6 PM as well daily. The amount of packs I was able to get here, guys, was quite simply astonishing. It's probably the most packs I've probably had on a road to glory in a long time. It really, really is. It took like a long time to get a lot like saved, but in terms of some of these packs I was able to get, guys, it was awesome. Now, next game though, this guy had a few evos, he was evolving. Very bad team there though, so a lot of goals there, guys, in this squad. And this was actually, I believe, in the, yeah, it was, as you can see there, yeah, the Dream Chaser Cup. Now this cup, honestly, in terms of on other accounts I've been doing this cup on, and on this one, this was a lot more harder than I anticipated. And, you know, people don't do golden goal. I don't personally do myself. But if someone does it, it's amazing. If they don't do it, it's also fine. But let me know what you guys think about the golden goal, you know, moral rule in Ultimate Team. Do you guys always abide by it? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you actually do. If you don't, it's fine as well. Now, just to clarify, I did pause it, by the way, to go and get a cup of tea. However, my opponent didn't believe it. I wasn't being toxic. You guys might agree my opponent, but it really wasn't. Anyway, we go and get some more rewards from grinding Ultimate Team. But yeah, let me know, though, in terms of golden goal. I think if EA don't apply golden goal themselves, there's nothing to complain about. Is it amazing when someone leaves the game of Ultimate Team? Yes, I'm a huge fan of that. It's amazing when it can be done. However, when it isn't, you know, actually applied by EA, I don't think anyone's got any right to complain. I really don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment down below. What do you guys do? Do you also celebrate after every goal? I might be in the like minority saying this in terms of Ultimate Team, but like I really don't believe, other than the shush celebration, maybe just a shush and maybe a few others, I don't think celebrating is actually that toxic. I think you should be allowed to celebrate. You've scored a good goal. You can have a good time, right? I sometimes celebrate as well. Like, it's almost like we're taking the fun out of the game. I don't even think the griddy is actually that toxic when you really think about it. Compared to shushing an opponent, what is the most toxic celebration in Ultimate Team history? Surely it is the shush. However, the cup has now been completed. It has now been finished. As you can see, the rewards already. Again, we get Trent Alexander-Arnold. A Kirby 84 goes into the team. He has been got again in this account, guys. I've now packed Trent like 5 times on this one big video today. I'm not even joking. It really is happening. 92 McCabe is now on the account. 87 Bruno Fernandes, who just won Player of the Month, by the way, who also could be, and I say could be, he might be an SBC potential. You know, it is definitely tempting. Anyway, 92 McCabe, though. She might start on the team. However, Nuno Mendes is maybe taking that spot, right? Gauka's 84. By the way, he is rumored to be joining Arsenal. 84, Sadio Mane. Man, I miss him at Liverpool, guys. And then Inform, Payne, Inform, and Rafinha, 84. So the player picks weren't giving out the best look, but it was quite useful getting another Inform that I'll need for the daily big fodder SBC that is refreshing every single day. Now, Andy Robertson 85 gets into the storage and then also Sabitzer. Now, when it comes to storage, and let me know your thoughts on this in terms of exchanges, but do you guys think we really do need exchanges, or are we okay with something like duplicate storage, right? What do you think about that comment there? Do you think really we need the best of both worlds? I think personally, cheers again, I think personally we need storage for sure. I think it's actually really good, solid addition to the game. But I think exchanges going out of the game has taken a fun element out. Imagine when Team of the Season drops and we're opening all these fodder packs every day. There's a menu grind, and then there's no like packs to go and actually open from redeeming or exchanging an 89 rated player. I do miss those 51 player packs. I know they weren't crazy good. They're just kind of average packs. Sometimes you might get very lucky with them. You probably will. But they were just so fun to open. And they would also get you, 10 player picks in a row crafted, 10 low rated fodder packs. They really were lovely to open. So comment down below, what do you guys think they need to do with exchanges? There is a rumor, and has been for a while, that they might return during Team of the Season, but the reason why I doubt that is because they never released during Team of the Year campaign at all. So it's like, what will EA actually go and do? Now, 86 plus 3 is ready to go. 85 plus 7 is good to go. Now, you obviously will expect here, I am most likely, in a big way, going to pack a few informs on this grind here, especially from this cup grind. Like, you can see the size of these fodder packs there, and I do go and get a Real Madrid player. There will be Danny Carvajal, who will be competing against Trent, and of course there is our new inform again. which again will go straight to storage, not the exchange. I wouldn't mind if they do like an inform exchange where you can exchange and inform and you get like a player pick in return. It's a bit of a risk, but it could pay off, you know, that'd be cool. Anyway, left back Sweden, you know, this is going to be, guys, going to be Rolfo from Barcelona in League F. This is again a sign that these new accounts do have some just in general very nice pack look. We get a cheeky Leo Messi. Now, big thank you to Messi and his company, guys, Mass Plus, for actually sending me a cheeky gift package with a Mass Plus shirt, loads obviously of the Mass Plus energy drinks as well. But yeah, thank you to Leo Messi for that. Maybe not himself, but I'm going to act like it's Messi sent it, guys. He actually, you know, hand delivered that parcel. Anyway, 83 plus 5 on the next pack on this account, and it will be a left wing here from the Women's Premier League, and it will be, sorry, Super League, Man City. And of course, it is going to be Hemp, 86. Now, I can't forget, didn't you have like a mad Team of the Season card last year, like 95 rating? Which makes me think FUT Champs rewards soon will be filled with blue player picks. Another Team of the Season, guys. Team of the Season, I want to say, has been going since like what, FIFA 12, or maybe, yeah, FIFA 12 Ultimate Team. I believe prior to that was called Team of the Year, but it wasn't always January. So I think like it definitely, at least since FIFA 12, has the blue cards been coming out. And it's weird to say that like this would be my like, well, technically I've been playing Ultimate Team since day one and haven't really stopped since in FIFA 09 when it came out on Xbox and PS3, 360 as well. So I remember when it came out as DLC, I got it. Me and my brother both got it in different consoles. I was on the Xbox 360, he was on PS3, and it was like $5.99. We paid for it each, and we played all night, you know, played all night. And think now this was like my 16th Team of the Season. If it was even then in FIFA 09, it's kind of crazy. Like, it really is. To see how much this game has evolved, especially in terms of gameplay, it really is wild to see. And like, I see some of you guys out and about, like you know, I'm always around or whatever. And if you ever see me, man, feel free to say hi. And, you know, pretty chill guy. But I was speaking to a few like guys at this like 7-a-side league we now started, and so many of them were saying, you know what, I used to watch like your videos and everyone else's videos, but I just stopped playing the game. So many people still say that to me, guys. I think less this year than last year. I think when EA first switched to FC 24, that was a massive switch, and probably not in a good way. But everyone says the same thing, and I actually do agree. I think personally this game is still tailored way too much to become like a pro competitive player. Not everyone wants to be a pro player. You want to just pick up a game, have a cool team to use, see what you can do it right, rise through the divisions. I still think way too much emphasis is on FUT Champs, on division rivals. And, you know, I love competing, but even someone competitive like me doesn't always want to log in and have to compete. So let me know, guys, in the comments, like, how much do you play Ultimate Team now compared to previous years? Do you still play this game non-stop every day? Maybe you have more breaks, never, maybe only play it once a week. Maybe you still play every single weekend league. Comment down below, how much do you guys play this game still compared to like FIFA 18, FIFA 19? What is the big difference, and what would you bring back to Ultimate Team as well? Let me know. Anyway, next pack was opened, and it will be centre back Brazil. I believe this one is actually going to be will be going to be Gabriel, Arsenal centre back. So we got Arsenal centre back and also PSG Marquinhos. They will both obviously be fodder, and yet again, guys, another in form. I am not even joking. Another in form on this video, guys. I'm so sorry for the amount of informs I was able to pack here. However, on this 3-day RTG, the luck keeps on giving as we do go and get more walkouts again. It's like every pack that you're seeing here is given out just solid walkout, and honestly, it's amazing because obviously I do want to go and get Gerd Muller SBC'd, and that's a really big achievement for me, man. That'd be so cool. And then also some big icon SBCs. But as you can see, guys, Gerd Muller is now completed. Speak of the main man himself. He's in the squad. One of the, I would say, one of the higher rated cards in general I've had in recent months on any account. You got to think Nuno Mendes was the best pack pull so far, and now we're getting another high rated player here. 94 rated players on this RTG. We spent 20 hours with the first account here. We're on the same account now, but obviously 3 days into this one eventually, and we want to get way high rated players. My best striker, guys, my best striker recently was Rooney on this account. Now we're getting Gerd Muller, who is +3 rating in difference, so really is a massive accomplishment there, and obviously for free. No point spent, guys, whatsoever on this account. And also Lucas Vasquez can now start on the starting 11. He gets in the team and again keeps on evolving this account in great ways. However, Women's Super League play here, guys, it will be a Chelsea player there, and of course it's going to be Lauren James, and we also get a double. So in this one I was able to get Pop again, a bit like Trent and maybe a bit like 84 rated Luis Diaz, and any inform in the game I honestly get Pop so often in Ultimate Team. If there's one player who you guys continuously pack, who is it, let me know. However, at this point I was facing the Team Hullet logo there, which is always a scary sight because honestly anyone who's got this logo seems to know what they're doing. However, I was able to start the Paul Scholes evolution in this game, and as you can see, that another good team there with Mia Hamm and also Cristiano Ronaldo. However, it was our team here, guys, who got a banging header there, and that was such a quick goal that the opponent skipped the replay so fast. It was honestly insane. So we carry on this gameplay, guys, get a bit of luck there, lovely through ball. I love a fast-paced like ground pass there. R1 next, guys, to perform that, and the look continues. Solid pass, bang, what a turn that was. We do make it 3-0, and just show that like you can have a way worse team yet still, that's a really good turn, yet still outperform your opponent, guys. It really is not all about, you know, how good your opponent's team is. If you play solid enough, you can actually go and beat your opponent in a big way. But nice goal there. Maradona goes and takes a picture, and then lovely through ball. We take our time, and then bang, love that green time finish by who else? Angel Correa. I love this guy. My opponent, though, is starting to be weird, guys, and at 4-2 down, as you can see, gives away a corner, and we go and get the win. And within a few games already, Paul Scholes is well on his way to be evolving, which honestly is so good timing, because this is a team that desperately needed more of a controlling, you know, maestro-esque kind of sentiment in the account. Really was. Also, very quick grind this one for Paul Scholes. But also at the same time, how can we forget, guys? Chris Hummels, the legend himself, is also being evolved. Now, he'll be 92 rating on this account. Now, next game, I was able to go win as well with a cheeky performance there from Gerd Muller and 4-2 win. So again, we're getting through the ranks here in division rivals. And it was quite, you know, topsy-turvy gameplay, it's got to be said. Like, my internet here is not very good really for the UK. It's actually very slow. So the fact that I was able to, you know, have some great ping games, but then some other games were terrible, honestly, maybe it was just the servers. It really was bizarre. However, Chris Hummels has been evolved to 92, and Paul Scholes at the time of filming this was, I believe, still extinct, and he was able to become 92 rated. Now, Rush is definitely something I'm doing more and more of on these RTGs, and I think I can probably start doing more of these while live as well, as you know, I think they're becoming more fun to play with, like, yeah, subscribers on stream and stuff in the Rush mode. And in terms of like Rush, though, it's gonna be said, I made this mistake on this account actually. So I made the mistake of playing Rush without any friends, with literally just, you know, drop-ins, and where you play with random like teammates and opponents. And it's got to be said, while Rush is one of the best experiences to have with friends on Ultimate Team, it's probably, and it's a big probably, here's again, one of the worst experiences you can have while playing Ultimate Team. If there's one thing I do not recommend, it's playing Rush without any friends. Like, it's so triggering. People do not pass like it's pro clubs in FIFA 08. It's honestly nuts. I really don't recommend it. Anyway, 9 play styles here, guys, for Højlund there of Man United. Very bizarre transfer, that one. He didn't even score much, was it, for Atalanta, and they still paid 75 million. Like, I'm not, it's actually past hating United. It's just being real. It's crazy the fee they paid for him and just hasn't delivered. Is it a United problem though? You just know he'd go to someone like Bournemouth and start banging in the goals in the Premier League. It probably would happen. Anyway, next packs though, we're ready. 83 plus 3, 83 plus 2. We also were able to go and get the UEFA Dream Chaser objective there again, which I believe is an 84 plus player pick. So the amount of player picks was honestly insane. We said this before. However, I got so many. I still can't believe how many I got. Also, I then went and got the next card unlock there for Dewsbury Hall. So he was attained on the account. And there's 85,000 coins on this account now. From all the games played, from Foot Champs rewards there, from tradable content, the luck is starting to get back to this account. Now, the next option though, I would argue is a tough one, and it was actually going to be the 89 rated Kone. That will be the option there, and also Curtis Jones. So overall, I thought, you know what, have a look at Curtis card and Kone, both, you know, the same rating, both fun to use. And I also got some more packs. So the season grind is definitely paying off. If there's one thing EA definitely got right, there's got to be said, I do think the season rewards this year are quite good. I still think there's room for improvement with like being more creative and not having tifos and things like that. But in general, compared to years ago, we've got to be a bit thankful that this is even in the game. Think about it. FIFA 15 and FIFA 16, quite simply, did not have much going on in terms of the menu grind. And especially when it came to things like season progress, it's a good thing to see. However, Dewsbury Hall is now in the account, guys, in a very, very nice way indeed. So he gets into the team potentially, and to be honest, he actually might even be SBC fodder or maybe an evolution once EA start realizing we do not want to see, you know, the 89 raised Evos guys anymore. We don't want to see them. Please, can they actually, you know, make it happen where we have a 90 or 91 max rated Evo? The different possibilities are endless. However, RK84 gets into the club again. The amount of fodder packs here is simply amazing. This grind was awesome. So 84 plus 7 right there in the account, and also 82 plus 5. I believe we've got like an 80 plus 10 as well. So there really was everything here to be pack pulled. There's so much here to be said in terms of the packs. Now 88 rated Patrice Jaraho there is now in the club. She makes it into the squad. 83 plus 3 pack continues on this 3-day RTG. Don't forget, at this stage of filming, I'm on the 3rd and final day. Now comment down below. Obviously we are going to continue this account, and it's fascinating actually to see where we began here, because we had like 91 Rooney starting. Don't forget Cody Gakpo. There was no Gerd Muller. So I'm thinking for like the next episode, how many days or how many hours do you guys want me to put into on this account? Do let me know in the comments down below. Now here we go with 86 Grimaldo. He gets into the team. 87 rated Pajor gets into the squad as well. That works out a treat there. So we carry on the grind. 84 plus 2 though gives us another dream chaser on this account as well. This time though it's going to be Argentina, and yeah, you know, when you see this happen, we kind of get a bit like, meh, it's okay. It's not really a play that's going to work in the squad. Could he maybe go into a cheeky evolution? Yes, but only really if we have that 500k Strike Force Evo back in the game. Anyway, we get another walkout here. It's going to be Portuguese. Now, of course, it will be João Cancelo, who had a really, really special flashback card earlier on in the year. I hope you guys were able to complete it. The cool thing is about these big flashback SBCs that once you've done them, eventually they'll get an evolution where they could go by like 4, 5, or 6 ratings. So that's why I always say, especially the flashback cards, guys, definitely go and try and complete those, because they always can look good eventually. Now, by Leverkusen again here, guys, we go and get Granit Xhaka, and also the 86 in form Mariki there, I believe. Is he in La Liga? He might be, and I think he might have been. Anyway, he gets into the storage section of Ultimate Team. Now, Cam, Dutch, got to be Man City, and it's going to be a Jill Road. She gets into the club, and now we can actually use her card in a good way. And I also get lucky again, getting 90 rated Jude Bellingham. If you guys are inspired here to go and start a brand new account because you're witnessing just greatness here with the pack look, then quite honestly, I don't blame you, because some of this look is quite honestly ridiculous. 90 rated cards being unlocked here everywhere, and I really do mean everywhere on this account. Not only that with Kevin De Bruyne, I also got another in form again. So the look continues. We also get a Brazil Arsenal player there. Obviously will be a Gabriel again, so we can use this card in a good way in the next new big SBC in the account. We also get a cheeky Casemiro. Now the walkouts though kept on giving, guys. Excuse me. We go and get a goalkeeper there, and of course it will be Mary Earps, a former, I want to say, like best women's keeper of the year. Was it a year ago? With team of the year obviously as well. So she gets into the storage again, and it makes me just miss like exchanges. Seeing the amount of duplicates I just got there, that could have got me like 30 40 players give or take in a previous Ultimate Team. So that's why I really do say exchanges could do with coming back to the game. Like, just bring them back. There is no harm in doing that, in my opinion. And again, yet again, another in form. That must be like the 25th or 30th in form I've packed on this one RTG today. And on day 3 here, I was able to go and get another big fodder card there. Will be Bernardo Silva, who only today just came out and said, stop saying he's old. I mean, he's 30. I'm 33 now, guys. It was my birthday on Monday. So, you know, if he's saying he's not old, well, I mean, I guess I'm 33. Is that old in terms of football? Probably is. Anyway, next player again. It will be another Man City huge fodder card. However, I got lucky. I got 91 Delit here in this one. At the same time, we're getting Kevin De Bruyne as well. So the look is seriously getting better and better. Now, on the next season progress, though, I went and chose Kone, as I thought, you know what? If he gets a special evolution, he could be insane. He actually might go into some of these Evos over maybe the next promo or the next few days. Now, again, we get lucky with the walkouts here. Another big Man City fodder card there. It's going to be Ruben Dias. And of course, I go and get the one and only Bernardo Silva yet again. It keeps happening, guys. He keeps appearing in my packs here. I actually went and looked at his former card. I think it was like last week on stream. And I was telling you guys, remember how good Bernardo Silva's card was in like FIFA 20 or FIFA 19? Might have even been FIFA 21. He had like a mad moments card. And honestly, I couldn't believe how good that was looking back. I would love it if EA went and reopened the old, you know, weekend leagues just for like a few weekends or whatever. Let us play the retro FIFAs with our gameplay, see what it was like compared to now, and more importantly, try some of those cards, because that player moments Bernardo Silva card was such a marksman of a winger on the right side. He was awesome. He would always fire me to like 14-3. I always loved stopping at like 14-3 back in the day then, because I just didn't want to carry on playing more than that. I got a bit stressful, right? And I love stopping at 14 wins. You'd also get really solid rewards. However, we are coming to the end, guys, of this RTG. So taking a road to glory from 20 hours here to carry on with 3 days extra. What is the best team we can make, right? And we're also trying to get really here as many big fodder upgrade SBCs completed as possible. We want to try and get some luck here. However, this start of this player pick really was not paying off there, guys. As you can see, 83 plus times 10, well, 10 different choices is just not the one. I really believe it. There are a few informs that can appear here, but I'm not really seeing many massive promos here, are we? So we get Ed Nesri and a few more players, but Inform was the best player there. As you can see, though, the next opportunity is here. Now, when I filmed this, I was like, you know what? I don't normally do these trading player picks or packs, but thought as it is a guaranteed Dream Chaser player pick, I've got to film it for you guys and obviously the content. Now, here it is. One of 3 UEFA Dream Chaser player pick. Let's get into it. Number 1, it's going to be Berg 89. We want to see the blue flare. That is not though. It's going to be Kubo 91. And then this one, guys, is 88 Cvetkovic. So that's why I don't love doing trade-ins. But when you do see a pack like that or player like that, guys, you've got to go and do it right. You can't kind of ignore that. Now, Kevin De Bruyne again for about, excuse me, the 4th time today. What is happening with this pack look? Because it's kind of unexplainable. The Fodder pack look on this account, I firmly believe, is because it's new. Like, it has to be. There's something that's got to be said there. Now, obviously, with all of this remaining fodder, now we can go in to Helm's Deep and get very much in the thick of it, like a prime Gandalf here, guys, and go and get 92 Oblak on our RTG. So on the next episode, I wonder, how can we possibly improve the goalkeeper position? Because now I've got Oblak. Maybe you could say, you know, go and get Van der Sar, but he's hard to get, very hard to pack. Now, next player pick is done again. Another icon player pick here, guys. Now, we go and get an option number 1 of Carlos Puyol. Next options, number 2, it's going to be Juan the Man Riquelme. And number 3 is 92 Rivaldo. So we get lucky getting Rivaldo there, to be honest. He's good in game. Not who you'd have on your top 3 list of an icon player pick. However, he's good for the account. Now, again, because it's very cheap to do, it is a risk. But I have got Roberto Carlos recently, one of these. I've got a few Puskas cards. I've seen many Team of the Years. Why not get it done again for the 3rd time in one RTG today? On the 3rd day and the final few hours here, I get Fernando Hierro 90, Gennaro Gattuso 88, and of course 91 Kelly Smith in an icon player pick. I think it's now time EA made that player pick 90 rating or above. However, it's time to build the final squad. What's the best team you can make right now in 3 days of playing FC25? Lucas Vasquez gets into the team. Jan Oblak start in goal. Now, centre-back may be controversial, but I went and go with a cheeky Nuno Mendes there. 93 rating. The defensive line here is honestly awesome. And I've already got DeMarco 93, so I thought, why not make this team work still? Now, CDM in the squad is going to be a starting player there by the name, obviously, of Andrea Pirlo. He does start. And sorry, Scholes starts this one, guys. He gets in the team at the same time as Pirlo. So two very solid CDMs here to really kickstart this team in midfield. Now, Cam was a tricky position here. I didn't really have a better Cam than Rooney here for the longest time, but Rivaldo and Shirky there do start. Now, you can see here the improvements are crazy. We had Cody Gakpo before. We had Rodrigo starting. Now we're using 94s after another 3 days on this account. And there it is. After 3 days of playing Ultimate Team, we got Correa 94, Gerd Muller starting as well, Correa 92, Paul Scholes, Pirlo. So many upgrades, guys, on this account. It's honestly brilliant. The amount of upgrades has been such a refreshing thing to see. Rooney now makes the bench, and hopefully on the next episode of the series, we can get even more high-rated players. However, comment down below, what time frame should we spend on this account? Should it be a week I'll spend, guys, off stream on this account? Should it be another few days? Do let me know. However, there is the final team, 72 more hours on the account, 92s everywhere, 93s, even a 94. Comment down below though for more. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next big video.